Hey everybody, it's Monica. Hang on, I'm having technical issues. Hold tight here. Hey Margie. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm trying to get my iPad. Set up so I can see the comments. Whoops. Well, we'll see if I can see anything or not. Okay. Hello, it's Monika Davis. Let's see. I'm hoping to see comments on my iPad. Not sure that's going to work. We shall see. And ignore the stars thing. I thought I turned that off. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I turned it off, but it's still there. So I don't know. Anyway, hello everybody. It is June the 9th, and today I decided to pop on here live. And I've tried to zoom in. Still looks like, I don't know, I feel like it's not showing me exactly the same thing in my phone as I can see on the iPad. I don't know if I made it worse or better. Who knows? Alright, we're just going to have to live with it the way it is. I hope you guys are having a good summer. So today I have actually some scrapbook pages. I wasn't sure what I was going to do today. And I looked at a pile of stuff on my craft table. And I had some scrapbook pages that we had made at an after hours event at Stampin' Up's OnStage back in March. So I had made, let me just show you. This was like our little instruction booklet that we got of the scrapbook page we were supposed to make. So this was what they gave us, and I kind of did part of it. I didn't finish it completely because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it exactly. So I just brought it home and laid it on my table. So today I had in another pile, I'm a pile person, I don't know about you, but I have piles everywhere. I had another pile with some photos of Ryan and Emily from when they got engaged. And I was hoping I could see. Oh, there's my comments. Hi, Margie. Hi, Mary. All right, now I can see the comments. I wasn't seeing them a second ago. Anyway, so we made this scrapbook page, and today I found the page, and then I found some photos, and the colors actually worked really well with the colors on this page. So I had, well, this is what I did at the event. Mary has piles everywhere too. Good, I'm not alone. So this is what I did at the event, and we used this stamp set called Impressions Abloom. As you can see, there's really not any flowers on it, because what we did was we did polka dots with these little dots right here, and then some stamping with this leaf. And I'm going to do that too, but I found some photos. Let me get my photos. All right, I had some photos of Ryan and Emily when they got engaged. These were their engagement photos, but the colors I thought worked well with these colors. So I am going to use these photos on here. And then I had two more photos, two larger photos. Whoops. I had these as well. So I had 4 photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this page and use it for these 2. And then I'm going to make another page for those 2. Using the same kind of pieces. When I had these out, so this one will fit right here, but this one is a little bit too big for the photo mat that's on here. So rather than cut my photo down, I decided I wanted a larger photo mat. So I did go ahead and cut that, but I have 2 options. I could either just, you know, glue this on top of that, which I may do, or I can try to pull this one up. I do have it on there with dimensionals, so I can pull it up. And this is a take your pick tool, and I don't know if you know, but if you pull out the little pointy tip, there is a little paddle on the other side. So there's a little paddle, and you can use this paddle to help you get up these dimensionals. So I'm just going to kind of go underneath here. Let me find where I have this attached. And I'm going to use this to help me lift this up. Let's see, there's another one under here. So sometimes you put things down and then you change your mind. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to pull this guy out. So I'm just, there we go. So I was just kind of pushing this underneath where I had those dimensionals. So I could pull that one out. I'm going to replace it with a bigger one. Now, oftentimes what I'm able to do with the dimensionals, now these have been here for a while, so I'm not sure how well it'll work, but we'll try, is I just use my finger and I rub that adhesive back off. So see how that's kind of coming off now? So if I were to use something smaller, I'm kind of, the dimensionals are quite a bit forgiving. So like here, I'm just using my finger and rubbing that up. So if you ever need to take something off that you've added with dimensionals, you can do it. These have been down since March, early March, early to mid-March. So there we go. Not that I'm going to cover these back up, so I didn't really need to move that, but we are just for demonstration purposes. There we go. So I have moved that piece, moved the dimensionals. Now I've got this larger one. Where's my photo? I did trim my photo just a little bit on the sides, but now this photo can go in here. All right, so we're going to attach the photos. So I'm using a little bit of the Seal. This is Seal Plus. I actually like using it a little bit better than regular Seal because it's got, I don't want to press on my photo because I don't want to get fingerprints on it. So I'm just going to do that. But if you look here, let me see if I can show you. If you look, the Seal Plus is like, there's like little breaks. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there's a camera delay. So there's little breaks, so it it pulls, it separates more easily from the dispenser. Because the regular seal, you have to kind of break it. And this is easier to break because of those little, I don't know, maybe this one's trying to see. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You see that? Maybe not. Well, if you look at a Seal Plus up close, you can see that there's little breaks. We're going to slide this one in here. Again, I don't want to press on my, I don't want to get fingerprints on my photos, so I'm going to press down with that. All right, now this guy I'm going to add with some dimensionals. Let's see. Now I need dimensionals at the top, and I do need them at the bottom too, because we're going to slide that underneath. It's a big photo, so we're going to use these. So I usually don't add my photos right away. All right, we're going to slide this under here. Press that down. How about that? So this piece, we've done some polka dots. I may add a couple more. Let me see, how dark is that? This is, so the Cloud Cover ink pad had a problem with the ink. And so you can get an ink refill in one of these empty little ink spots and use that. The ink is having a reaction to the foam. When you first stamp this, it is a darker color, but as it dries, it will lighten up. So you can see right now it's dark. As it dries, it will get lighter over time. So there's that. Okay. I die cut some flowers from this balloon because Emily has all these same flowers in her dress, and I want to show you these dies. So these dies, I like how they've been doing the dies lately. So if you look here, these dies have an outline and an inside piece. So if you put these together and die cut, it gives you the flowers like these right here with the detail. But if you use just the outline, it would line up with the stamps. We have a storm that's about to come through. So you could use these for the stamps, or you can use them on their own with the inserts. So that's true for the 3 flowers and the centerpieces and these leaves. Yes, it's getting ready to storm. I just heard thunder and it's getting dark here. Okay, so this block right here is for journaling, and we are going to use greetings from this ephemera pack. So I was looking through these, and I think the one I'm going to use is this congratulations, because these are their engagement photos. So that can go here, and then I can write a note here. I also want to get out this little XOXO, and the I love you. So if you buy this ephemera pack, you get 2 of each of 3 sheets. So this is one, that's the second one, and then this is the 3rd sheet. And I've already pulled a sheet out. But what I want to do to these, let me just get a little scratch paper. So I'm going to color this with my light cloud cover Stampin' Blends. So I'm just going to add color to it. So now instead of being white, it's got the cloud cover. I hope my power doesn't go out while I'm doing this live. If not, if it does, you guys, I don't know what I'll do. Probably just end it. All right, we're gonna add this here. Maybe I just need to go faster. Let me get some mini dimensions. Do I have any minis handy? I don't see any minis. So we're going to use some edges. All right, so we're going to use these edges. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to add my journaling later. We have new journaling pens. These are black. This is the 0.4 size journaling pen. So this comes in a 3-pack. This was new with our catalog that came out in May. So I'll add journaling there. And then what I want to do is I want to add some of these. Oh, I did want to stamp the centers before. Hang on, let me pull that back off. I want to stamp the centers of these flowers. So there's that one. And I want to get my little one. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and do these because these are going to go on the other page. And it's super dark all of a sudden. Okay, there's that. Let me set one set aside. And the wind is blowing. We're hoping we can get through. I hope I can get through the Facebook Live because the storm and the rain is here. All right. I decided to add the flowers because they do coordinate with the dress that Emily's wearing in here. There's that. And then we will add a few gems. Okay, I'm going to start with that for the time being. I'm going to work on this second page real fast. All right, so that's currently what the first page looks like. Okay, so for my second page, I want to take, I've got some of these orange pieces and I want to stamp them with the leaves. So let me do that. So Ryan and Emily have been married. Let's see, how long have they been married? A year and a half, I think. It's been about a year and a half. So this is 2025. They got married in 2023. So these pictures were probably early 2023, maybe. Because they got engaged on New Year's Eve. Was it 2023? Might have been 2022. I'm trying to remember now. All right, it is storming and raining outside. All right, let's clean this up. Okay, and then I have my, ooh-wee. I have this piece, which we're gonna add polka dots to. Big ones. Here's some of the smaller ones. I'm not going to cover the whole thing because a lot of this is going to go under the photos. And I want to make sure I do have of it on here. Okay. Let me pull in this. I do have my photo mats for my two photos. So let me go ahead and do those. That one. And this one. That. Hopefully everybody still has power. Okay, so there's our two photos. So let me just kind of lay this out. I've got photos here. I'm gonna put this under there. I want to put this here, and okay, let's kind of look at these kind of together. See if I want to move anything. And then I can add the flowers there. I almost think I should have done some different colored flowers, but that's what I've got. What do you think? Does that layout look fairly good? Let me slide that over. Slide that over. Maybe I'll go this way. I almost think I need a little piece of the cloud cover. Let's see, I thought I had a scrap. Here we go. I have a little scrap of cloud cover. Let's do something like that. I am going to stamp a few polka dots on this piece. You can see as they dry, these lighten up. Okay, so maybe that can kind of go under there. All right, we're gonna put I kind of eyeball things, so, you know, it may or may not be straight. There's that. Just gonna put that. Put this here. And I think I had that about right there. Oh, maybe that was the worst of the storm. Seems like the wind just stopped. Lift this up on dimensionals. Not gonna adhere that just yet. Just gonna kind of lay that right there. And let me get this one ready. gonna stick that right under there. And that's where my flowers are gonna go. Right here. Okay, we will put this one down first because the other one's gonna overlap it. This one. So who knew I had perfect colors? The Secret Sea, the Timid Tiger, the Cloud Cover work nicely with their engagement photos. Okay, we're going to put these flowers in, then we're going to add our little words. Maybe the storm is gone. Okay, I need to color my words. I can pick them up. So we've got that. I'm going to do the same thing and color these with the blends. Need just the edges of these. Sometimes you need skinny dimensionals. Or I could have glued them down flat. So I'm going to put this one here. I like the way Ryan is looking at Emily in that photo. We have a nice one from their actual wedding where he's just got his eyes on her. Just love. Okay, there's that part. And let's get a few of the gems. Okay, let's see what this looks like now that I got it done. Maybe I'll move something. Let's see if I can fit all of this in here. Let me move some of this out of the way. A little bit of a mess. All right, that is the 2-page spread. What do you think? I might add a few of these little blue. Add some of the blue pearls in here too. Uh-oh, I pulled it off. Where'd it go? There it is. Man, I pulled the adhesive off. I'm going to switch back to my pointy tool so I don't pull the adhesive off. Okay, there we go. So those colors worked well for these photos. And I'll just fill in, I gotta figure out what I want to write on there, but this is their engagement photos. And we'll be going to visit them really soon. I'm excited. So I hope you like these pages. So it was, if you look at this was kind of the idea. And then that's what I ended up with. Not exactly the same. Okay, and it looks like maybe the storm blew over as well. Have a great week. Next Monday I'll have a video for you, and next Monday, and then maybe I'll pop in again live on another day before the month gets out, but we'll see. All right, have fun, be safe. See you guys next time.